When most of us think of Antarctica, we picture a frozen desert of endless ice, howling winds, and hostile conditions where only penguins and seals survive. Yet millions of years ago, Antarctica was the complete opposite of what it is today. Long before ice entombed the continent, Antarctica was warm, green, and thriving with life. Towering forests spread across its valleys, rivers flowed through its lowlands, and dinosaurs, reptiles, and early mammals roamed in great numbers. The story of Antarctica before it froze is a reminder that our planet has always been a place of constant change. To understand this transformation, we must begin with geology. Antarctica was once part of a vast supercontinent known as Gondwana, which also included South America, Africa, India, and Australia. Around 180 million years ago, during the Jurassic period, Gondwana began to break apart. Antarctica slowly drifted southward, but for millions of years it remained connected to its neighbors, sharing animals and plants across wide land bridges. Its position near the South Pole did not make it icy because Earth's climate was far warmer than it is today. During the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods, Antarctica was blanketed with dense forests. Fossilized tree trunks found deep beneath the ice show that conifers, ferns, and even flowering plants once thrived there. Some of these trees grew over 100 feet tall, forming forests that would have looked similar to those of modern New Zealand or Chile. Incredibly, these forests survived long polar winters when the sun disappeared for months at a time. Plants adapted to darkness by slowing their growth, while summers brought long periods of continuous sunlight, fueling rapid bursts of photosynthesis. Among the trees, dinosaurs thrived. Fossil evidence shows that hadrosaurs, or duck-billed dinosaurs, grazed in herds across the polar landscape. Carnivorous theropods, relatives of Allosaurus and Megaraptor, stalked the forests, hunting prey in the long twilight of polar winters. Some of these dinosaurs may have developed unique adaptations to cope with months of darkness and cold, such as excellent night vision or seasonal behaviors we can only speculate about. Small feathered dinosaurs likely flitted through the forests as well, taking advantage of both cover and abundant insect life. The seas around Antarctica were equally rich. Shallow oceans teemed with marine reptiles, including plesiosaurs with long necks and mosasaurs with powerful tails. Ammonites, spiral-shelled relatives of squid, filled the waters, while fish schools swam in great numbers. Fossilized shells and corals reveal that warm, nutrient-rich seas once surrounded the continent, supporting food chains as complex as those of modern tropical waters. By the end of the Cretaceous period, around 66 million years ago, Antarctica's ecosystem was among the most diverse on the planet. Fossils show not only dinosaurs but also early mammals living in its forests. These mammals were small and likely nocturnal, scurrying beneath ferns to avoid predation. Birds, some direct descendants of dinosaurs, also thrived here, filling the skies with wings and calls. It was a vibrant, interconnected web of life at the bottom of the world. Then came the Great Extinction Event that ended the age of dinosaurs. 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid struck Earth near modern-day Mexico, triggering global climate chaos. Across the world, 3/4 of all species perished, including most dinosaurs. Antarctica's forests burned, its marine life collapsed, and only a fraction of its species survived. Yet from this devastation arose a new era. In the Paleogene period, beginning 66 million years ago, Antarctica remained ice-free and continued to support forests. The climate was warm and humid, similar to modern subtropical regions. Fossilized pollen and leaves reveal that beech trees, palm-like plants, and swampy vegetation flourished. Marsupials, monotremes, and early placental mammals spread across the land, joining descendants of surviving reptiles and birds. Penguins, already present in ancient Antarctica, began to diversify, though they looked very different from the species we know today. Some early penguins stood over 6 feet tall, diving into warm seas to hunt fish and squid. As the continent drifted farther south, its isolation grew. By around 34 million years ago, Antarctica separated fully from South America and Australia. This geological shift was catastrophic for its climate. With open ocean passages surrounding it, the Antarctic Circumpolar Current formed, a powerful ring of water that isolated the continent from warmer currents. Temperatures plummeted, glaciers spread, and ice began its slow conquest of the land. The lush forests withered, Many animals vanished, and those that remained adapted to harsher conditions. Even during this cooling, life persisted. Fossils from 40 to 30 million years ago revealed crocodiles and turtles living in Antarctica's rivers, and forests still clung to parts of the continent. Some areas may have resembled today's southern tip of South America, with mixed woodlands and wetlands. Large mammals, including primitive whales, swam in nearby seas, while land mammals foraged among the trees. But the trend toward ice was unstoppable. By 15 million years ago, during the Miocene epoch, Antarctica was dominated by ice sheets. Forests survived only in isolated pockets, and the last remnants of its once lush ecosystems collapsed. The continent we know today was born a vast frozen desert cut off from the rest of the world. Only the hardiest of life forms, such as penguins, seals, and cold-adapted birds, remained. What makes the story of Antarctica before it froze so compelling is the evidence locked beneath the ice. Fossilized plants, petrified wood, dinosaur bones, and even pollen grains tell the tale of a green continent at the bottom of the world. Drilling projects through ice cores have revealed layers of ancient carbon and oxygen isotopes, proving that Antarctica was once warm, humid, and vibrant. In recent years, scientists have even found fossilized rainforests beneath the ice of West Antarctica, dating back 90 million years. These discoveries show that Antarctica was once as biologically rich as the Amazon rainforest. The prehistoric world of Antarctica challenges our understanding of climate and evolution. It forces us to rethink what life can endure and how quickly Earth can change. Dinosaurs living in months of polar darkness, trees growing in soils that are now permafrost, and penguins the size of people all remind us that nature thrives in ways we might never expect. There's also a lesson for today. Antarctica's transformation from green paradise to frozen desert was driven by shifting continents and natural climate change. But now, with human-driven warming, the ice sheets that define Antarctica are melting at alarming rates. By studying the continent's past, scientists hope to predict its future. The story of a green Antarctica is not just about what was lost, it is about what could return should global temperatures continue to rise. Imagine, millions of years from now, a future where Antarctica is once again forested, with rivers running through its valleys and animals reclaiming the land. It may sound like science fiction, but Earth's history tells us that change is inevitable, and no continent remains the same forever. The frozen wilderness we know today hides the ghosts of a rainforest kingdom, a land where dinosaurs once walked and giant penguins dove in warm seas. Antarctica before it froze was alive, vibrant, and full of mystery. Its story reminds us that even the harshest landscapes have a past filled with wonder, and a future that is never fixed.